أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear student, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It's our eighth lecture on Polar X-ray diffraction, and the course is X-ray diffraction techniques, and the course code is 5134. Dear students, the key concepts of our two-day lectures are ritual method or analysis, also known as ritual structure analysis. First of all, we discuss its brief introduction, difficulties with powder diffraction, what is ritual analysis, what ritual can do, why the ritual refinement is widely used, requirements of ritual method, ritual procedure including experiment, analysis, ritual refinement, and then we take an example to explain these steps. Ritual method is used for refinement of crystal structure. We will justify this statement. After that, ritual refinement procedure, quality of the experiment, and then we discuss instrument, a good overall instrument, and then instrument assessment, the data collection, the step size, total collection time, sample characteristic, ambient conditions, non-classical ritual applications, possible applications are expert tricks or suggestion, where to get crystal structures, best way to do ritual refinements using foolproof software, and in the last ritual refinement, the simplest way to refine XRD results using MAUD software. Now we start. What is ritual method? Ritual method was given by first of all discussed by Dr. Hagu M. Ritwald. Ritual method or analysis or ritual structure refinement. Structure refinement is an essential part of practical crystallography. and must be distinguished from structure solution. Refinement, as the name suggests, implies taking an approximate model of the structure and refining that structure has a closer resemblance to the observed or measured data. It can not be emphasized strongly enough that it is the model structure that is refined and not the data. It is not uncommon to hear people, some senior academics included, who talk about refinement of their Porter diffraction data. Worse still, they even say it in writing. The process of refinement does not solve structures. The majority of crystallographers treat the process of refinement as a black box process as summarized in the flow diagram below, where measured data and model are used for input and refined crystal structure. When things work smoothly, results as output. This is flow diagram, model structure plus diffraction data give a black box, and then refined crystal structure we obtain from black box, and black box is obtained from model structure and diffraction data. Although several programs exist for the refinement of crystal structures from diffraction data, the basic concepts behind all of them generally remain the same. Thus, the simple and highly developed small molecule single crystal refinement programs have much in common with the more complex protein single crystal and Ritual powder refinement packages. The common theme throughout these programs is that they all use a least square procedure to refine the initial structure model in order to improve the arrangement between the observed diffraction data and that calculated from the model. An understanding of how the various programs work is valuable on those occasions when the least square refinement program goes astray. This is particularly true today since the improvements in crystallographic software are now enable the non-specialist crystallographer to both solve and define many crystal structures in a semi-automatic fashion. In 1969, Ritwald wrote a revolutionary paper in which he discarded the then conventional approach of analyzing a powder diffraction pattern primarily in terms of diffraction events or diffraction peaks as they are termed, and instead analyze the whole pattern simultaneously, in which many relevant factors were taken into account regardless of whether they involved the atomic structure of the specimen. In so doing, this helped to overcome one of the principal problems in powder diffraction, the congested diffraction peaks in the pattern. Today, the method is almost indispensable in structure analysis from powder diffraction data. And see below example of a Rietveld plot and the refined structure of a high temperature superconductor which it produced. This is a plot and here is the structure of that compound. ये जो इस प्लॉट के ऊपर ये जो डॉट हैं ये रिटवर्ड मेथड के हैं जो एक आपके पीक्स की करेक्शन के लिए हैं अनवांटेड। बेसिकली आपका रिटवर्ड मेथड जो है एक सॉफ्टवेयर है जिससे हम अनवांटेड पीक्स जो होती हैं उनको रिमूव करते हैं, आपकी एक क्लियर पिक्चर जो है वो कंपाउंड की लेने के लिए। तो ये जो डॉट्स हैं ये आपके उसी को शो कर रहे हैं जो आपने इसके ऊपर रिटवर्ड मेथड जो अप्लाई किया है और उसके रिजल्ट में आपके पास ये एक 3D स्ट्रक्चर जो है वो आ गया है। The Rietveld method is used to refine the crystal structure model of a material. It can be used for quantitative phase ID, lattice parameter, and crystallite size calculations and determine atom positions and occupancies. Hole pattern fitting structure refinement is now widely accepted to be an exceptionally valuable method for structure analysis of nearly all classes of crystalline materials not available as single crystals. Rietveld refinement is a technique devised by Hagu Rietveld for use in the characterization of crystalline materials. Rietveld refinement is a programmer to treat the data for the removal of overlapped scatterings, but as a result, very low number of intensities appear. Powder sample is used. Many crystals polycrystalline in nature, a large number of lattice present, a large number of overlapped intensities of the rays observed, the information about the spatial distribution of reflections lost, and only the single dimension of the scattering angle remain, and as a result it becomes difficult to determine the unit cell. The neutron and X-ray diffraction of powdered samples results in a pattern characterized by reflections, mean peaks in intensity at certain positions. The height, width, and position of these reflections can be used to determine many aspects of the material structure. This software approach refines various matrices, including lattice parameters, peak width and shape, and preferred orientation to derive a calculated diffraction pattern. Once the derived pattern is nearly identical to an unknown sample data, various properties pertaining to that sample can be obtained, including accurate quantitative information, crystallite size, site occupancy factors. The process of refining the pattern is computationally intensive, requiring several minutes to calculate results for a multi-component mixture. Ritual analysis has the advantage over conventional quantitative methods that no standard are required to achieve accurate result to within plus minus 1%. Before this advance, an accurate and standardless quantitative phase analysis of complex materials using powder diffraction was almost impossible. The Ritwald method refines user-selected parameters to minimize the difference between an experimental pattern, observed data, and a model based on the hypothesized crystal structure and instrumental parameters, mean calculated pattern. Difficulties with powder diffraction: systematic overlapping of diffraction peaks due to symmetric conditions, for example in cubic space groups; accidental overlapping because of limited experimental resolution; considerable background difficult to define with accuracy; non-random distribution of the crystallites in the specimen, generally known as preferred orientation. These are the difficulties which we face during powder diffraction. What is Ritwald analysis? The Ritwald method refines user-selected parameters to minimize the difference between an experimental pattern, mean observed data, and a model based on the hypothesized crystal structure and instrumental parameters, mean calculated pattern. Full profile fitting using crystallographic constraints, lattice parameters, and space group to constrain peak position, crystal structure to constrain peak intensities. What Ritwald can do: analysis of the whole diffraction pattern. Profile fitting is included, not only the integrated intensities. Refinement of the structure parameters from diffraction data. Quantitative phase analysis, crystallite and amorphous. Lattice parameters, atomic positions and occupancies. Temperature, vibration, isotropic and anisotropic. Other information: grain size and microstrain, mean isotropic and anisotropic. Stacking and twin faults, magnetic moments, neutron, not intended for the structure solution. The structure model must be known before starting the Ritwald refinement. Why the Ritwald refinement is widely used? It uses directly the measured intensities points. It uses the entire spectrum as wide as possible, less sensible to model errors, less sensible to experimental errors. It requires a model. It needs a wide spectrum. Ritwald programs are not easy to use. Ritwald refinement requires some experience, at least 1 to 2 years. can be enhanced by more automatic or expert mode of operation, better easy to use programs. Requirements of Rietveld method: high quality experimental diffraction pattern, a structure model that makes physical and chemical sense, suitable peak and background functions. These are the requirements of Rietveld method. Now, what is Rietveld procedure? First of all, experiment. Choose the correct instrument. Then select the experiment conditions. Prepare the sample and collect the patterns. Then after experiment is analysis. Verify the data quality and perform the qualitative analysis. And after that, ritual refinement. Choose appropriate program. We have GSAS, Foolproof, or MAUD. These are different programs or softwares. Load or input the phases in the sample. Adjust manually some parameters like cell intensities background. Refine overall intensities and background. Refine peaks position. Refine peaks shape. Refine structures. Access the result. So these are the different steps in Rietveld procedure. अब अगर हम एक एग्जाम्पल कंसिडर कर लें कोई भी, तो उसमें हम स्टेप बाय स्टेप कैसे चलेंगे अगर हमने उसके ऊपर रिचुअल प्रोसीजर अप्लाई करना है। तो सबसे पहले फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डिफाइनिंग द फेजेस, देन एडजस्टिंग मैनुअली सेल पैरामीटर इंटेंसिटीज, refining scale factors and background, peak positions, peaks shape, crystal structure refinement in the last. So these are the different steps for solving an example. Rietveld method is used for refinement of crystal structures. Justify. What does this mean? Crystal structure considered known when atom position nouns very precisely. X-ray diffraction data used for structure determination. Reflection position, cell size, space group symmetry, intensities, atom positions. Thus precise lattice parameters and precise atom positions determined in two separate steps. Initial values of atom position obtained using structure analysis, rarely the most precise values and closest to truth. Values must be refined. Use least square procedure to make small adjustment in atom position. Previously, determine area under all observed Bragg peaks. आपको पता है कि ब्रैग पीक आपकी वो होंगी जो आपके अकॉर्डिंग टू ब्रैग लॉ आपके पास होंगी. Then use these intensities to get model for structure. Refine model on basis of reflection intensities. Mostly single crystal intensities used, but same procedure used for powder patterns. ये यहाँ पे जैसे आपके पास ये जो है एक पीक शो की गई है, तो इसमें ये जो आपकी इसके नीचे जो है ये आपका जो एरिया इसके नीचे है उसकी मेजरमेंट। Problems with respect to border patterns, loss of information, peak shape, width, tails। यहाँ पे जैसे आपके पास ये एक डायफ्रैक्टोग्राम शो किया गया है, तो इसमें अगर आप ये देखें तो ये पीक आपकी कोई क्लियर नहीं है। पीक शेप नॉट क्लियर, विड्थ इसमें हमें नहीं पता, देन टेल इसकी जो है वो हमें कोई जो है ना वो इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो नहीं दे रही। मीन के लॉस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन हमारे पास पीक शेप है, विड्थ है और टेल है। इन सब चीज़ों को ओवरकम करने के लिए फिर हम डिफरेंट सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करते हैं जो कि रिटवर्ड ने डिस्क्राइब किए हैं। ये दिस इज द बैकग्राउंड रिमूवल के यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे तो ये जो कोई चीज हमारे पास यहाँ पे क्लियर नहीं है। यहाँ पे जो ब्रैमस्टोलिंग इफेक्ट कहाँ पे है हमारे पास कोई इसके एविडेंसेस नहीं है। आपका के अल्फा 1 के अल्फा 2 के बीटा जो है वो कोई डिफाइन यहाँ पे नहीं किया गया। तो दीज आर द बैकग्राउंड डिफरेंट जो आप जिसे हम नॉइस कहते हैं वो आपके पास है। पीक ओवरलैप प्रॉब्लम कि यहाँ पे जो आपकी ओवरलैपिंग पीक है उसका प्रॉब्लम हमारे पास आ रहा है, उसको हमने अभी कोई डिफाइन नहीं कर सकते कि वो कैसे है। इनको आगे अगर हम इन पीक को हम लें और इनको आप जूम करें, देन आप इसके ऊपर मेथड फर्स्ट मेथड अप्लाई करें, देन इसको जूम करें तो क्लियर कट पिक्चर आपके पास आएंगी। ये अभी हम आगे डिस्क्राइब करते हैं। Ritual refinement procedure: first select the appropriate ritual program. Depending on what you need to analyze, there could be a best solution. First of all कि आपने रिचुअल प्रोग्राम एक सूटेबल जो है वो सिलेक्ट करना है। Several choices are available at this link and these are the free programs. First, GSAS, General Structure Analysis System. Most used, very good for structure, crystal structure refinement, and TOF neutron. Not easy to use, but there is a lot of knowledge around. A friendly graphical interface available with XP Group. Foolproof, best for magnetic materials, good for crystal structure refinements. No graphical interface in preparation. MAUD for material scientist, good for quantitative phase analysis, size, strain and texture, best in the case of texture strain problems, come with the graphical user interface, retain, Arid, brass, DBWS, XRS82, Topaz, Academic, XND, etc. Some commercial ones, BGMN, Topaz, etc. These are the different program which you can use according to your requirement. Quality of the experiment. A good diffraction fitting, a successful ritual analysis, they depend strongly on the quality of the experiment, instrument, instrument characteristic and assessment, choice of instrument option, collection strategies, including range, step size, collection time, and in the last is the sample, including sample size, sample preparation, sample condition. And instrument ritual analysis do not require at all the most powerful instrument, but the one suitable for the analysis. Quantitative analysis of sample with big grain size, metal, high crystal symmetries require a diffracting volume of statistical significance, large sampling volume, large beam with not too low divergence, a medium to low resolution diffractometer, structural refinements of low symmetries compound, monoclinic, triclinic require often a high resolution diffractometer. A low and linear background is the first requirement. Non-additional lines, beta lines are also in general preferred. Large collectible ranges are important. High diffraction intensities should be achieved. Smaller peak broadening help the analysis reducing overlaps. Simple geometries are better for subsequent Ritval fitting. There is not the perfect instrument to get everything. A good overall instrument for quantitative analysis, medium resolution, monochromator on the diffracted beam, copper radiation, structure refinements or structure determination, high resolution and high intensities, very long collection times. Monochromator, no K alpha 2 structure determination. Microstructural analysis, high resolution, texture and residual stress analysis. Medium to low resolution, fast collection times, extremely good statistics. Instrument assessment in most cases are always the instrument alignment and setting is more important than the instrument itself. Be paranoid on alignment. The beam should pass through the unique rotation center and hit the detector at 0 to theta. The background should be linear, no strange bumps, no additional lines, and as low as possible. Check the omega 0. Collect regularly a standard for line position and check if the position are good both at low and high diffraction angle. Check also the rest. The data collection mean range. The range should always the widest possible compatible with the instrument and collection time. No need to waste time if no reliable information are coming from a certain range. The step size. The step size should be compatible with the line broadening characteristic and type of analysis. In general, 5 to 7 points in the half upper part of a peak are sufficient to define its shape. Slightly more points are preferred in case of severe overlapping. A little more for size strain analysis. Too much points, too small step size do not increase our resolution, accuracy or precision, but just increase the noise at equal total collection time. The best solution is to use the highest step size possible that do not compromise the information we need. Normally, highly broadened peaks, big step size, less noise as we can increase the collection time per step. Very sharp peaks, small step size from 0.02 to 0.05 for Bragg-Brentano. Total collection time ensure the noise is lower than the intensity of small peaks. If the total collection time is limited, better a lower noise than a smaller step size. Better to collect a little bit more than to have to repeat an experiment If collection time is a problem, go for line or 2D detectors. CPS 120, 2 to 5 minutes for a good spectrum of 120 degree. Good for quantitative analysis or follow reactions. Transformation analysis in temperature. Image plate for CCDS, very fast collection time when texture is needed or is a problem. Data quality not related to intensity of these detector is a little bit lower than the one from good point detectors, but sometimes intensity rules. Sample characteristic. The sample should be sufficiently large and the beam will be entirely inside its volume, mean surface. Sample position is critical for good cell parameters along with perfect alignment of the instrument. The number of diffracting grains at each position should be significant, greater than 1000 grains. Remember that only a fraction is in condition for the diffraction. Higher beam divergence or size increases this number. So the sample should have millions grains in the diffracting volume. Unless a texture analysis is the goal, no preferred orientation should be present. Change sample preparation if necessary. The sample should be homogeneous. Beware of absorption contrast problem. In Bragg-Brentano geometry, the thickness should be infinity respect to the absorption. Quality of the surface matters. What are the ambient conditions? In some cases, constant ambient conditions are important. Temperature for cell parameter determination or phase transitions. Humidity for some organic compound or pharmaceuticals. Can your sample be damaged or modified by irradiation? Normally copper are not too highly energetic radiations are not. There are special attachments to control the ambient for sensitive compounds. Non-classical ritual applications. Along with the refinement of crystal structures, the concept of the ritual method has been extended to other diffraction analysis. Most of them are more useful for people working on material science. These are quantitative phase analysis, amorphous quantification, microstructural analysis, texture and residual stresses. Possible questions are expert tricks or suggestion. First, get a good experiment spectrum. Know your sample as much as possible. Do not refine too many parameters. Always try first to manually fit the spectrum as much as possible. Never stop at the first result. Look carefully and constantly to the visual fit or plot and residuals during refinement process. No blind refinement. Zoom in the plot and look at the residuals. Try to understand what is causing a bad fit. Do not plot absolute intensities. Plot at isostatistical errors. Small peaks are important like big peaks. Use all the indices and check parameter errors. Where to get crystal structures? जब हम पाउडर XRD से कोई भी जो डाटा हमारे पास आ जाता है जब इंस्ट्रूमेंट से रन करने के बाद, तो उसको हम डिफरेंट डाटाबेस जो हैं वहाँ पे डिपॉजिट करवाते हैं और वो हमें एक नंबर अलॉट कर देते हैं उस डाटाबेस के अगेंस्ट। फिर उस नंबर को हम मेंशन करते हैं डिफरेंट पेपर्स, बुक्स वगैरह के अंदर। तो अगर आपने लेना हो, जैसे आपने वो डाटा कलेक्ट करना, जैसे हमने कहा कि हमने पीछे भी पढ़ा था कि जो आपका ये जो डाटा है ये बिहेव करता है लाइक अ फिंगरप्रिंट। तो अगर आपने किसी के साथ कंपेयर करने के लिए वो डाटा लेना है, तो वो जो नंबर स्पेसिफिक है वो आप उस डाटाबेस से उस नंबर के अगेंस्ट जो भी डाटा होगा वो कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। तो ये जो डिफरेंट वेबसाइट हैं वो कौन सी हैं या डेटाबेस कौन सी हैं वो हम इसमें देखेंगे। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पब्लिकेशन है, तो जैसे आप डिफरेंट क्रिस्टलोग्राफी के पेपर पब्लिश देखेंगे जो पब्लिश हुए हुए हैं, तो उसके अंदर उनका यूनिट सेल है और उसके बाद क्रिस्टलेटस डिफाइन किया होता है और साथ में सारे पैरामीटर डिफाइन किए होते हैं। और इसी तरह डिफरेंट आगे कमर्शियल डाटाबेसेस हैं लाइक इनऑर्गेनिक क्रिस्टल स्ट्रक्चर डाटाबेस है, देन Linus Pauling file. This is included in ICDD PDF4 plus inorganic NIST structure database where metals, alloys, and intermetallics have been deposited. CCDC Cambridge Crystal Database, free online databases. These are the links or different free online databases like ICASD, and then crystallography open database, MinCrest, American mineralogist, web mineral, protein data bank, nucleic acid database एंड डेटाबेस ऑफ जियोलाइट स्ट्रक्चर्स। तो ये इनके लिंक भी दिए गए हैं कि यहाँ से आप डिफरेंट जो है वो डेटाबेसेस जो डाटा है वो कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। दीज आर द डिफरेंट डेटाबेसेस। बेस्ट वे टू डू रिचुअल रिफाइनमेंट यूजिंग फुल प्रूफ सॉफ्टवेयर। अभी जैसे मैंने इन सब की थ्योरी जो है डिस्कस की है कि रिचुअल रिफाइनमेंट जो है बेसिकली डिफरेंट सॉफ्टवेयर हैं जो यूज़ करके हम इनके डिफ्रैक्टोग्राम के अंदर जो नॉइस है वो रिमूव करते हैं। तो ये जो आगे आपके पास वीडियो के लिंक दिए गए हैं वो यही हैं कि आप कैसे इन सॉफ्टवेयर को यूज़ करेंगे। क्योंकि सॉफ्टवेयर अवेलेबल नहीं है, तो आप जस्ट इनको अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं कि ये जो थ्योरी हमने पढ़ी है इनको आप कैसे एप्लीकेबल करेंगे। आपके पास ये लिंक दिए गए हैं, 2 लिंक हैं, तो इन दोनों को आप देख सकते हैं डिटेल के साथ। जो मैंने थ्योरी करवाई है वही जो यहाँ पे जो सॉफ्टवेयर हैं उनका यूज़ बताया जाएगा इनके ऊपर कि कैसे आपने यूज़ करना है। देन आपके पास रिचुअल रिफाइनमेंट है, उसमें आपका पीछे हमने देखा है फुल प्रूफ जो है आपका सॉफ्टवेयर, और यहाँ पे हम यूज़ करेंगे जो है MAUD सॉफ्टवेयर। तो उसकी नेक्स्ट आपके पास एक लिंक दिया गया है वीडियो का, उसको आपने देखना है और उससे आपको पता चल जाएगा कि इस MAUD सॉफ्टवेयर को हम कैसे यूज़ करते हैं रिचुअल रिफाइनमेंट में। जब हमारे पास एक फाइल आ जाती है आफ्टर पाउडर, तो हम उसको कैसे रिफाइन करेंगे। ये लिंक है आपके पास यूट्यूब का। डियर स्टूडेंट, हियर इज द एंड ऑफ आवर टुडे lectures of powder X-ray diffraction. Any question regarding to our this lecture or to our previous lectures? You can send me that question at my email ID maslamchemist@hotmail.com, and I shall send you the most appropriate answer of your question as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.